1, check 2, sibilance. Yeah. It's been 1 week. 1 week since the operation. Tenoarthroplasty, which is Pyrocarbon implant replacing the Lunate bone. I'm feeling alright. In this video I'm going to go over the processing I went through, the actual operation, the time frame, the meds that are included, and any travel and adjustments. That's what this video is going to be. This is part 2 of my Kienbocks experience. Processing. We scheduled it. I needed to sign, that I received the good faith estimate and the pre-surgery requisites. And we also made an agreement on medication. I myself personally will not take opioid medication. I will not do Oxycontins, any of that stuff, because I know how addictive it is. That's a personal thing. You can do whatever you want. Get stuff signed over, and then the billing starts. That's how you know that you have been cleared for the operation. You will start to get calls from billing, not only from the hospital for their surgical facility fee. You will also be contacted by whatever specialist is doing the operation to make sure that you're paying properly for that, whether it's coming from insurance or out of pocket. These things need to be taken care of before the surgery. You need to get that figured out. And if you need to do a payment plan, a lot of hospitals will do it, especially if you are completely broke. These hospitals will work with you. Once processing was done with my particular team, what they did was they did several other operations throughout the day, and then at the end of the day was my operation. This was considered the main event. Tenoarthroplasty is a very intricate procedure. So they wanted to warm up first and make sure that their team was in sync and that they had everything ready. I got processed about 5:30. Anesthesia was started about 5:45, 6 o'clock. I began to wake up apparently about 8:15, 8:30. I thought it was much later. I was even though they put medication to keep me from getting nausea, I still got nausea afterwards for apparently a good hour and a half. I thought it was only 20 minutes or so, but apparently I was awake and fatigued and sick and dry heaving for about almost an hour afterwards. Could just be my particular reaction to anesthesia and to other medications in the surgery itself. They were very helpful. They did bags of ice, put a fan on me, and I was able to get cleared eventually. My family was contacted because they were the ones that came with me, my mom and my dad, and a very good family friend. They will take that information down. When they check you in, they'll say, who do you want us to contact? Because you'll be so out of it, you're not going to be able to do this on your own. You need help getting from the hospital. Unless you're doing it overnight, even then, try to have somebody that can help you. Anesthesia was started. I probably, around 5:30, I got out of the hospital probably about 10:30 at night. Once I laid down, I was fine. I was out for the rest of the night. So the bone was in several pieces. The doctors had to extract everything before they could put the Pyrocarbon Lunate implant in. Then they set it with the splint in a soft shell cast. Right now, it's not bad. I'm 7 days exactly out. Meds. Because I did not do prescription meds, I wanted to do over-the-counter. This is me personally. You can do whatever you want. I felt after talking with people and after my own experience, I knew it was most likely manageable with over-the-counter meds. What I did was suggested by a couple different people, and it worked just fine. What you do is stair-step, ibuprofen, and extra-strength Tylenol. 1,000 of Tylenol, 800 in ibuprofen. So what I did was I got 2 big bottles, one of Tylenol extra strength, one of ibuprofen. And every 4 hours, they're stair-stepping each other. So ibuprofen meets ibuprofen 4 hours after Tylenol meets Tylenol. Okay? So that way you're not overdoing either one, but they're both managing the pain within that time. For me personally, I only pushed that regimen for about 3 or 4 days. After that, I seemed to be fine. I just kind of let the day go on, see how long I could go without needing it, And I myself found that I didn't really necessarily need. If you look at your x-ray and you see there's 2 pins that are coming out, here, here. They take pressure off of that new lunate bone. They're very necessary. They help that lunate bone get adjusted into your hand. But you do feel the ends of those pins right about here, especially if it gets moved or if a TSA agent rubs it with a piece of cloth like they did to me. Aside from that, you want to also heal the ligaments and the tendons. My doctor told me calcium, 12 to 1500 milligrams. Vitamin D, 1,000 to 5,000 units a day. Vitamin C, 500 milligrams a day. So what I did was I found a pill that had calcium and vitamin D, and it pretty much equaled, I needed to take 4 of those pills and 1 500 milligram vitamin C every day. It's good to do that and to do this. Go up, go forward. But you notice if you bring it down below, you'll feel that pulsating because you need this appendage above. Not above your heart necessarily, but you need it so the flow isn't going into it. So if you get blood flow into this, you're going to feel every incision, and it's going to pulsate and it's going to hurt really bad. I do have a lot of bruising here and here. It's just from holding it up. All that operation swelling blood is going to drain down to here. Don't get freaked out. It might hurt. I used arnica gel, kind of helps with the bruising, but that's something to expect from it. The worst part about this is the sleep. The worst part is the sleep, I'll tell you that much. You need to keep it up or elevated. It means putting it on a pillow. If you sleep on your side, try to still keep it up. You can go on this side like this. Keep it up. If you go on the other side, put it on a pillow above. Have several pillows around you. If you're prepared for that, be prepared to get a little bit sore in your shoulder. If you want to get a sling to every once in a while take the pressure off of your shoulder, let it hang a little bit, that's fine. But for me, the more I move it and the more I do stuff with it, the better it feels eventually. But don't overdo it. If you feel like you're starting to perspire, stop. You don't need to exert yourself, especially during the healing. You want everything to go into healing this arm. So it's been 1 week. 1 week since the operation. And about a week and a half from now, I am flying back for them to take this off, x-ray it, and then put a hard shell cast on. When that happens, I'll be able to know a lot more about what's going on inside. We'll be able to maybe adjust if things need to be adjusted. Hopefully not. Well, I kind of forgot about this. Incisions for Tenoarthroplasty. I have an incision here and an incision here. And it's not even because I remember him telling me where the incisions were. It's because I can literally feel them right now. Anyway, I'll be updating again after I go back and get the cast switched out and get the other x-rays.